think I like when it rains.
Cleaning my sister's sink. She bought a house last month, and it came with this sink. She tried to clean it but didn't know how to or what products to use, so I told her I'll clean it for her. If you're wondering why she bought a house with a stained sink, it's because she got the house for a good price. Everything was nice and clean besides sink. I was quoted for $100 to deep clean my grout. $1.92 Walmart cleaner. $16 scrub brush. Best investment. Just mopping was not cutting it. Watch as it erases all the stains. So satisfying. Before. After.
Hi guys, so I thought I'd bring you along for a deep clean that I did a little while ago now. It's one of my favourite cleans actually because I just love seeing such a good result. The only thing that I wasn't pleased with was some of the grout. It really needed, not the grout, the silicone really needed re-siliconing. I used bleach on it and mould and mildew remover and left it for a while, but it just wouldn't come off. So for the sinks and stuff I just used a basic degreaser. And it actually just literally washed off straight away. I used a big scrubbing brush to get the majority off, and then went back through with a toothbrush and cloths and stuff to remove the rest of it. I actually forgot to record, which is really annoying because it was, it was really great to do and really enjoyed it. The end results were definitely worth the hard work that went into it, but as you can see the tiles were actually a whitey cream colour, and this is the finished result. As you'll see in the corner, the silicone is just you know, it really needs re-siliconing. You just couldn't get it out. I tried all different methods, but it was having none of it. But overall, I was really pleased with this one, and really hope I get more jobs like this in the future.
My toddler's dad caught what seemed to be a stomach bug, so I did what any normal person would do and I banished him from our house. However, this meant I got stuck with a tiny little tornado of a toddler who I had to entertain for 2 weeks straight. And as you can see, our little apartment got completely neglected. I don't know why, but whenever I see people do deep cleans on TikTok, I always think, fuck it, I'm doing it too. I'm getting up and I'm doing it. So I thought I'd film this because maybe I'll be someone else's motivation today. Anyway, I got stuck into the kitchen because that's my least favourite. It never takes as long as you think it does. I don't know why. After the kitchen, I moved on to the little dining area. Honestly, I don't know what's going on here, don't ask. And I'm going to have to ask you to excuse the dogs throughout this video. This is the little front door dump. I then started on the lounge room, which for some reason I seem to be cleaning 24/7. The table's always covered in Cocoa Pops and the floor's always covered in cheese. By the way, I'm saving the floors for last. Don't look under the couch. I ran out of time to do the other rooms, but let me know if you want to see a part 2. Bye!
So people always ask me, aren't you embarrassed to show parts of yourself in your house that are messy? And my answer is absolutely not. And there are 2 reasons for this. The first is because I know out there right now are people like me who feel like they're drowning, trying to keep up with a standard of cleanliness that just isn't obtainable for them right now. Maybe they have young children, maybe they work ridiculous hours, or maybe they have problems with their mental health. Whatever it is, I want people to know that they're normal and it's okay. It's okay not to clean behind your fucking oven once a week trying to clean down the sides of it. I've been staring at the cracks in my oven gathering grime for months. I've wanted to do something about it, but I haven't been able to. With work and taking care of a 1-year-old, I haven't been able to prioritise it. My top priority right now is making sure the house looked decent, not pristine, and spending time with my family. And the second reason, I don't have the capacity to feel embarrassed anymore, and I'm going to tell you why. When I was younger, I was painfully shy and embarrassed of everything, right? I was embarrassed to walk into a room, couldn't make phone calls, couldn't order my food at a restaurant, that kind of shy. And when I was about 14, 15, me and my friends decided to camp at Download Festival for the 5 days. We get there, set up camp, blah, blah, blah. And halfway through the first day, I realise I need a wee. So we queue up for the Portaloos and I get stage fright. All I'm thinking about is everyone queuing outside knowing I'm going for a wee. Or worse, a poo. So I end up having a wee at stupid o'clock in the morning in the dark because I just can't do it. I was a proper emo kid at the time, right, and I had it in my head that I was going to meet the love of my life there. I'll post a picture of what I used to look like at the end of this video. By the way, I apologise for the sound quality again. It's my new phone, I don't know why it's doing it, but it keeps dipping in and out. So another day or 2 goes by, right, and I'm starting to feel uncomfortable. Because I really need a poo. But little old me's thinking, I'm not having a shit in those Portaloos, I can't even have a wee. And how's my soulmate going to fall in love with me if they know I poo? So I hold it in. Another day goes by. I'm just not having a good time at this point. But I try and tough it out. But just to set the scene, I'm touching cloth the entire time. I've got the sweats. I'm walking like I've already shit myself. Stomach cramps. I've just had enough and I want to go home. Then the last day comes, I'm sat in my tent sulking, and something starts to happen. I'm like, shit, it's coming, I'm actually going to shit myself now. So I'm frantically looking around for some kind of poo receptacle, and the only thing I can find is my own shoe. So I'm sat there, squatting over this tiny brown high heel, and yes, I took high heels to a festival because another thing I was embarrassed about was being short. But yeah, I end up shitting in my own shoe. In a tent, in broad daylight, shadows of people walking past, while some twat sat outside playing Wonderwall on his guitar. It's always fucking Wonderwall, isn't it? And I was thinking, is this my actual life? Is this actually happening? I thought I was in a fucking fever dream. But yeah, something changed in me that day, as I walked past the camp carrying a bag of my own shit-filled shoes. And now I don't feel embarrassed of anything anymore. I've pooed myself to the soundtrack of Oasis. But honestly, fuck it. Who cares if people are going to judge you? The only people that matter, the only people whose opinions matter, are the people who love you for you. Life's short, and it's bizarre. We're floating on a rock in the middle of space, and we're really worrying about things like whether we've pushed a door that says pull, or if someone comes round and sees a speck of dust on the floor. We should be enjoying ourselves and laughing and just making the most of it. But it's hard, I know, we get caught up. I have to remind myself of it all the time. Especially when we're bombarded with perfect on social media, perfect houses, perfect bodies, but none of it's real. We all struggle with something or another. And no one's house looks perfect all the time. And the people that do have cleaners. So stop being so hard on yourself. If you know you're trying your best, that's all that matters. And if some twat does have anything to say about it, your mum-in-law, your nosy neighbour, just laugh at them. Because anyone who has it in them to try and bring someone else down is miserable themselves. They really are. Feel sorry for them. And if anyone wanted to see what I look like at download, here I am. Those are the brown shoes. Thank God I shat in them because they're disgusting.